A work injury can strike anyone at any time, and quite often the only way to get your life back on track is to pursue compensation. So I'm going to run through what you need to know about workers' compensation, along with a few examples, to hopefully help you with your claim. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, each year over 500,000 Australians suffer a work-related injury or illness. And one of the most common questions I get asked by people who've just suffered a work-related injury is, what if I was at fault? Can I still make a claim? And the answer is yes. Australia operates on a no-fault workers' compensation scheme, which means if you suffer a work-related injury, you can make a claim regardless of who was at fault. If you've suffered a work-related injury, here are the steps you should take. Step 1. Seek medical treatment immediately if it is urgent. Step 2. Report the injury. When an injury occurs, make sure you let the person you report to directly know that something has gone wrong. Step 3. Have your injuries assessed by a doctor. When visiting a doctor, it's important they give you a full assessment of all your injuries and provide you with a certificate of capacity. Step 4. Record everything. Beyond the doctor's report, it's important you keep a record of everything that occurs. And finally, step 5. Contact a workers' compensation lawyer. It's in the insurer's best interest to pay you as little as possible, but seeking advice from a workers' compensation lawyer will give you an understanding of everything you're entitled to. Generally, if you're injured at work or doing any form of work-related activity, you'll be entitled to make a workers' compensation claim. This includes if you're injured whilst working from home, or injured whilst travelling on official work business away from your fixed work site. However, you'll likely not be eligible for compensation if you're injured whilst travelling to and from your fixed work site. To give you a better understanding of workers' compensation and what you could be eligible to claim, let's take a look at a few real-life examples. We recently represented a client who tripped on a power cord that was left out by another worker. When he fell, he sustained a significant injury to his right knee. Liability for the claim was immediately accepted by the insurer. Eventually, after having ongoing treatment for quite some time, his surgeon recommended he have a knee replacement. However, liability for the cost of the surgery was denied. After obtaining medical evidence from his treating doctors and independent expert medico-legal doctors, we were able to successfully obtain an order from the Personal Injury Commission that the insurer should pay for the surgery. We were also able to obtain 2 lump sum payouts for permanent impairment and work injury damages. What this example shows is that even if your claim is accepted initially, you can still have significant disputes with the insurer throughout the life of the claim. So it's important to have a workers' compensation specialist on your side. Compare this to another client of ours whose claim was denied from the start. She lodged a claim alleging that she had developed a psychological injury from being bullied at work. From the moment she lodged the claim, she was met with resistance from the insurer who denied liability. Once we got involved, we were able to put together all evidence, including emails, SMSs, and witness statements, to lodge an application to the Commission and prove that the appalling behaviour by the co-worker caused her psychological injury. Interestingly though, once we won the initial dispute, she never really had any other trouble with the insurer, and we were able to secure all the compensation and treatment that she was entitled to. Hopefully, this has been helpful to you. But if you're still unsure about workers' compensation or need help with your claim, call Law Partners and have a confidential conversation with one of our specialist workers' compensation lawyers today.